Hello everyone, this is Majubi and I welcome you all back to this channel. Today we are going to talk about a problem which is seen in every learner of English language. Yes, it is a very common problem and it is even the problem of the people who are advanced speaker of this language. Okay, so without much further delay, let's get started with the video. Before we start with the video, I would request you to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already and give it a like if you like this video. Do not forget to press the bell icon as well. Okay, so let's start with the video. For example, if I give you now one topic and the topic is demonetization. Okay, you remember it happened in our country? Yeah, so if I have given you this topic, demonetization, and I give you two choices whether to write on this topic or to speak on this topic, which one would you choose? I believe that you are going to choose the writing part, right? Maybe 90% people would have chosen, 10% maybe exceptional cases are always there, right? So I believe that 90% people would be choosing to write upon this topic. Okay, so you yourself tell me that why have you made this choice? Yeah, I believe you have made this choice because when we write something, it is easier to put our thoughts in writing. But when we speak something, it becomes a bit difficult for us to speak upon something. Why? Because it's quite quick, right? Whenever we are planning to speak on something, whenever we are doing a conversation with our friends or family members or with anyone, right? So what do we do at that time? We are required to react spontaneously, right? We have to speak quickly upon something, right? Okay, exchange of thoughts is required, and if you are not going to do it on time, means it may happen that the other person or your listener might get bored, or he may feel monotonous or soporific. All right, so you have understood my point, that and the point is that today we are going to discuss about the problem that why am I not able to form sentences at the time of speaking. Okay, so this is a very common issue. Okay, it is even with advanced learners or advanced speakers of English language. Okay, so you have to handle it very gingerly. Okay, so what happens when we speak English language, or when we speak the language which is our not mother tongue? At that time, what happens? There is a clustering of thoughts. Okay, already there is a pressure on us that the grammar should be good. Okay, that pressure is already there. Along with the pressure of speaking correct grammar, we have the burden of pronouncing the words correctly. Okay, so these pressures are there which are actually making us tensed at the time when we try to speak or try to form a sentence. Okay, we have lots of rules and regulations of forming a sentence. So this is the problem we face when we are told to speak in English language. All right, so how to tackle that? Okay, because if we had been the native speaker of this language, then the problem would have solved 90%. All right, but this is the second language, this is not our mother tongue, right? So of course we are going to face these kind of issues whenever we are speaking this language. All right, so what to do for this? Okay, so as a teacher of English, I understand that when someone is told to learn the grammar, okay, there is a lot of demotivation in them and they are not ready to learn the rules of grammar. Okay, so let me give you an example. Some of the things in life we don't like doing. Okay, for example, sometimes we may not feel like waking up in the morning, okay, on Mondays especially, right? But we wake up, right? And sometimes if you are a housewife, all right, or if you are a person who has to do cooking, or you have to go for a work which you don't like and it has become your Hobson's choice, so at that time what you are supposed to do? You have no choice left and you have to do that work, right? So here also, my dear friends, it is the bitter truth that we have to learn a bit grammar. Okay, I am not telling you to learn clauses, then adverbs, then there are lots of things, reported speech, active and passive voice. I'm not asking you to do that. My suggestion is just to learn how to form sentences. Okay, the basic thing I'm asking you to do. Okay, and it can be learning subject predicate. Okay, subject and then verb, and then object. Okay, very simple sentences, you have to understand how to form them. Okay, that is required, that's the need of the hour. Okay, so you are supposed to do that. Okay, that means you have to learn the grammar, basic grammar at least. Okay, so that's the point. And when I have suggested you to learn grammar, it even includes tenses. Okay, it's the harsh truth, it's the bitter truth, but you have to go through some tenses. Okay, at least start with two tenses on day one. Okay, then slowly 2 more tenses, then the third day 2 more tenses. Okay, so like this you can complete 12 tenses very easily. Okay, so that you are supposed to do. Now the very good things about English language is that there are lots and lots of idioms and phrases available with us, and they are the ready-made sentences. We just have to know the meanings of them. Okay, and according to the context you can use these idioms or phrases in your sentences. What will happen ultimately, if we use them, we don't have to depend much on grammar rules and regulations. Okay, so make use of them and never do the translation from English to Hindi or Hindi to English. Don't try to do that. Okay, if you are able to see my video and if you are able to understand what I am saying in this video today, then it's very clear that you know English, right? So never do that translation kind of stuff. All right, this was one of the tips which I wanted to share with you all. I hope you have liked the tips which I have shared with you today, and make sure you use these 2 tips when you speak English language. I will see you again in a new video. Till then, take care. Bye bye. This is Majubi signing off.